Hello everyone, this is Investment Trading Mecca, and I'm going to go over my trade review for July 12th, 2022. Today I traded SPY calls, the 384 calls specifically. Um, the reason I took this trade, it was a long off yesterday's support level, as you guys can see. Yesterday's lows kept bouncing off it, bouncing off it, bouncing off it. Um, it was more of a short-term trade, honestly, today, because it wasn't necessary. It was with trend, but trend, as you can see, as the end of the day went on, trend was breaking, but at the time we couldn't tell. It just looked like a lower high, and that we were gonna run up even more. But probably more bearish now tomorrow. But at the time I was bullish. So how the trade went out, and the reason I took the trade. The levels were yesterday's lows, obviously, as I have plotted right here. Um, there was a bit of a trap effect, as you see in the morning. Normally, I don't trade the first 30 minutes. So, as you can see in the morning, ripped high. Here, I'll put it on a 15 so you can see a little easier. As you can see in the morning, ripped up, looked like we were going to go, crashed down, big red bar, all those gains were taken out, all those people. All those longs are trapped now. People are short, or whoever's chasing the short, whoever chased the long is trapped. Now people are probably chasing the short. Breaks lower, reclaims yesterday's lows. Now the shorts are a little bit trapped. Rips up, rips up. My target was in after hours yesterday. There was a little bit of a resistance created right here, as you can see. That was my target. Sold right into it. But as you can see, the reason I feel like a lot of trades work or don't work is when there is a trap effect. So as you can see, yesterday's lows, here we go, just so you guys can see a little bit better. Yesterday, support level, support level, support level the whole day, as you can see, bounced off it 1, 2, 3 times, broke below it, obviously not a lot of volume though, and then rips in the morning, traps everyone, dumps, traps everyone for the short. Everyone's chasing the short now, as you can see. Reclaims yesterday's lows, or yesterday's support level. Reclaims it. And then it just consolidates to the side, as you can see. Consolidates to the side. I enter right here on the wick. Rips up. I'm selling into these highs, or at least the highs of this candle. Not the absolute high, but right into that resistance line I had drawn, and I'm out. But as you can see, just to go a little more in depth into it so that you guys can see what I'm talking about, this purple line, or this line right here, yesterday's lows, support level, when it broke yesterday's lows, it went for the reclaim, rejected, went for the reclaim again, took it, went below, went above, went below, went above, stayed above, took the trade, sold in the target within 10 minutes. But looking at it to see this more clearly, if you're going to watch price action, just a little price action review, as you can see, once it reclaimed it broke it, reclaimed it. Now all the shorts are trapped, right? All the shorts are shorting yesterday's lows for a big breakdown, right? And it eventually worked. It's just that when you, in the beginning of trading, you'll realize it never works at the right time. You know what I mean? It always is. It works. It's just people always get stopped out, and then it works. So as you can see, when it reclaimed that level, it then dumped, or not dumped, but it gave back that level, it reclaimed it again, gave back that level, reclaimed it again, stayed above, and you can see these wicks. I mean, there's wicks to both sides, but you can kind of see the wicks to the downside are pretty big, at least in this short-term area. The wicks to the downside are pretty big, as you can see. Wicks it, wicks. There's one wick right here to the upside. Wick, there's a wick to the upside. This one's just both wicks, but as you can see, it wicks it perfectly. This one wicked it perfectly. So it's everything screaming go long at this point, at least short term, until you get into the resistance, and then it goes sideways, tanks, and it just keeps doing chop, and then eventually the big dump at the end of the day. But looking at volume also, you can tell when it reclaims this level. If you look at the volume bars, I highlighted it down here as well. When you have bigger volume on the, like, just generic, let's say bullish and bearish volume, green bar, red bar. As you can see, there's also the number right here. This number, it'll show you. So as it reclaims it, as it reclaims it, then it's followed by a smaller, so it goes green bar on the volume, smaller red bar, right? That's bullish to me. Bigger green bar than the previous red bar, right? So I'm bullish, right? Green bar, smaller red bar, still bullish. Smaller green bar, now a little bearish. Green bar again, as you can see. Small green bar, smaller red bar. I take the trade, goes right into it. Sell, big wick obviously, exhaustion, keeps going up. As you can see here, just to clarify this a bit more, normally you could really identify trends just by looking at volume. It really tells everything. The first red bar that took out a green bar for volume, right? In this uptrend, you have here green, smaller red, green, smaller red, right? Green, smaller red, green, smaller red, green, bigger red. First time, right, on this uptrend. First time, right here. 10:35, right? What candle is this? That's this candle right here. That is literally the lower high. You could have bought right there. You would have never been out. You would have never had no drawdown, and it absolutely tanked. Obviously, this is not the trade I took. Wish I would have took this trade. I took this trade for a tiny scalp. It was a small 1.7R winner, and looking back, it seems so obvious for the short. But that's hindsight trading. You can't really, we'll be better next time. But just a little recap on volume. You look for those bigger volume bars than the previous color. You go green, like here. You go green, bigger red candle. That might be a trend reversal, and that's how I see it. I always see it like that. I'm always looking for volume. It's not the end all be all, but when you're at certain levels, it will show you, hey, volume just got beat. Let's look for the short. Volume's getting beat. Let's look for the long. As you can see on my long, green bars kept on winning the battle, the small battle. You know what I mean? Green, smaller red. Green, smaller red. Green, smaller red. I take the trade, go long, right into level. Also, yesterday's lows keeps reclaiming it. Has bottom wicks. I mean, it's wicking it perfectly at this point. It's also the open of the day. Not another thing, I didn't even notice that till now, but I don't really pay attention as much to that, but multiple factors. But as you can see, just price action and volume tell a whole story, and this is why trading is so beautiful, because once you learn it more and more and you see the price action, you see the volume, you'll realize where these trades are gonna go. And as you can see, goes right into it, rips into resistance. What happens? Big red candle, bigger than the previous green candle, goes lower. And it's just a constant battle. It just keeps happening and happening and happening. And it happened right here. You can see it right here. On the next rise, right? The next trend. Trend up, what happens? Consolidates. Green bar, what happens? Big red bar, engulfing red bar for volume, per se, you could say. Engulfs it. That's it. That's the trend right there. We're going to go lower. There is no drawdown. If you enter right here, there is no drawdown. Same thing happens over here. Same thing will always happen. Here, not as clean. But it always happens. And, you can't be right every single time. But just a little price action volume tip on the day. I just want to see everyone and just be better traders. Enjoy trading. I love trading. Hope you guys liked my recap and my slight analysis on volume and price action today. And hope you guys enjoy your day. And I will be posting more content. Like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day.